David Baker, and he's an editor as well. We specialize in photography. We do a lot of photography around locally. A lot of video work. We've done some music videos for some Nashville artists. We do some news coverage, travel, just anything we can film, we would love to film. We've done a few feature films. The first one was based on a true story out of SPIELBERG County, Kentucky, about a cold case about a child found in a well. It's called The Girl Without a Name. And then we've done two slasher horror films, because horror is my favorite genre.
Boo.
Now my film partner, he disagrees. He doesn't like scary movies. But anyway, so we kind of got the best of both worlds when we got this film. Our fourth feature film was Invasion of Kelly. David came to me with the idea to do the film, and which I was going to kind of go over what it's about, but y'all just heard the story, so you know what the film is about. We got with Miss Geraldine. They have the Kelly Green Man Days, so they have these meetings every so often to kind of prepare for the next meeting and the next festival. We got with Geraldine, and you know, she got us a copy of her books and talked to us about doing the film. One tidbit we learned was, they talked about earlier, was how Steven Spielberg had actually done the movie E.T. You can actually find that in that Entertainment Weekly. I think it's December of 2009. It's harder to read, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. We looked it up. But he actually said, I can read some of what he said. He says, he wasn't going to direct E.T. It was going to be a movie called Night Skies, based on a place of UFO mythology, about the Kelly Hopkinsville incident, where a farm family reported little spindly gray aliens attacking their farm. He goes on a little bit further up into the article, but I don't want to bore you all with that. So we went into production of the film. We cast Geraldine Jr.'s brother, Elmer Sutton. He plays his father in the film. Kelly Sumner, she played Vera Sutton, his wife. Then we have Nathan Alston played Billy Ray, and Madison Kimmery from Nashville, she played June. We had a bunch of other people. They played, you know, the rest of the family. Some amazing kid actors. Some of them from Louisville. I think about Mr. Greenwell. You was talking about Greenwell earlier. A lot of these people right here you see were Chief Greenwell's family. When they found out we was doing the film, this story, like y'all were saying earlier, it was very to his heart. He really believed with his family scene, and again, he had seen something in previous years before. So his family, they contacted me and they was like, you know, when you're doing this movie, we would love to be a part of it. So they all came from, I think, Louisville, but they all caravaned together, and so they're in the film as well. So we started production in May of 2017. We shot for 12 days over a 2-month period. Miss Geraldine was my assistant director with me. These are just some shots from some of our cast. Every time we do a shoot day, we usually do wrap photos, and you can tell that nobody's had a good time, you know, by the photos. But that's just a few of the shoot days that we had. Once we began production of the film, the news media was all over it, and it was, you know, to us little filmmakers, we're just like, wow, this is amazing. So first, they hit us with the news, the local news outlets covering in many newspapers, and then the camera people came, and that's what we really liked. So first, it was News Channel 14. They came and they did an interview with all of our cast, and they covered it over a few-week period, releasing just a little bit tidbits at a time. This all was building up to the eclipse, so I mean, it was like perfect timing for everybody. Because I got a video on the show, I think it's only a couple minutes. And it's just a little bit, actually, I'll have to do that after because I can't pull it up PowerPoint. Okay, so I will go back to that. So once the film premiered, was set and everything, and the eclipse was coming on in Hopkinsville, and the Kelly Green Man story, we started gaining like national coverage. So like ABC World News. They actually covered it. I mean, we're independent filmmakers, and parts of our trailer of our film was broadcasted across ABC News. So we're like, that was, yeah, I don't know, just almost a dream in itself right there. Good Morning America covered a lot of it. The Wall Street Journal. There's a dorky picture of me sitting when I get an interview with the Wall Street Journal. So then we premiered the movie on August of 18th at WK Cinemas in Hopkinsville. That was the same weekend as the Eclipse. This right here is just a handful of our amazing cast that helped us bring the story to the big screen. There's a lot of people that's still missing, but I mean, that's a big majority of them. We got like, you know, there's Billy Ray and Lucky, you know, there's Leah, she played Glennie, June, all the kids were amazing. I mean, kids, what's really neat about working with a kid when you're a director is their imagination is so broad and wild. So when they're acting, they're really acting and they're believable. This little girl right here, I'm telling you, she could put on some tears. I mean, it'd make you want to cry. Anyway, so we had our film premiere night. There's our movie poster at the theater. We rented a limo and put our main cast in and hauled them to the premiere in the limo. We had a packed theater. There's 3 of our young cast that was in the film. The middle one, my daughter. After the film premiere, the film went on to be nominated for the Indie TV Awards, and it actually won Best Film for that. I won Best Director as well at the same awards. So we're excited. This is our first awards. So we got 2 awards at our first award ceremony. Some other story outlets, which I know y'all talked about the Sable, which is a Pokemon. But also, there's a show called Creepy Acres, and they've adopted the character into their family as well, and I get to do the voice for the character, so that's really cool. And the last thing I'll leave you with is, this is when Geraldine was talking about the family barging into the police station, and all the commotion going on, and everybody's upset and stuff. So I kind of left y'all with that was, when will they return? Or, yeah, when will they return? But I've got a couple clips I want to show you real quick. One thing I get asked a lot about the production was our aliens CGI? And the answer is no, we can't afford CGI. We're a low budget company, but we got it even better. We use the real thing. Well, not real alien, but you can't see that. Get darker, it's lips raw. Can you get that darker? But you can't see it. I was going to show y'all. Can you see that now?
No.
No. Well. Anyway, I'll show you. Is like, this is my son in the alien costume. And he was dancing. This was after we had filmed all the scenes and stuff, and we're just rolling and laughing and being good. But that was our alien. He doubles as all the aliens in the film because you don't ever see them. They never seen them all in a bunch at one time, so doubling. It's movie magic. More things.
Did the wire come out? Is it still connected?
Oh, I bet you that's where it is. Yeah. Technical difficulties. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. Well, let me. So now that we got the big screen, I'll pull up this clip real quick.
Thanks some more.
That is Joseph Jr.
Yeah.
That's kind of creepy when you bend down like that.
But that was our alien. This is just, I've put a few clips of some news coverage that was done.
Finally tonight, the eclipse and the legend of what happened on a Kentucky farm are about to collide. Here's ABC's Clayton's handout.
Blink and you might miss Kelly, Kentucky. But now a cosmic coincidence is putting this community of just 300 at the dark center of eclipse frenzy. It's all happening on the 62nd anniversary of the night in 1955 when aliens supposedly terrorized a family farmhouse. Geraldine Sutton Stitt's father was there.
It affected all of them. My Uncle J.C. couldn't even hold down a job after that.
It's really hot.
And Dad, I mean, he didn't want to talk about it.
Investigators never found any proof. One suggested the aliens arrived in a bottle of Kentucky moonshine. But the story made Kelly famous, inspiring UFO enthusiasts and even Steven Spielberg when he made E.T.
And this is some coverage of the Wall Street Journal.
For years at the festival, people had been coming up to me and asking me, do you think they're going to come back? Do you think they're going to come back during the eclipse?
Kelly, Kentucky is one of those towns that literally, if you blink, you're going to miss it.
We are an unincorporated community of Christian, church-going, country people. We're excited about the fact we're going to have tens of thousands of people that get to come to our community and hear the story.
Some coverage from ABC News 14.
The family has passed along the tale from generation to generation, but you may know a different version. E.T. The Kelly incident directly inspired the movie E.T. We're told Steven Spielberg was researching the Kelly incident that led him to making the popular movie.
I don't know if there's like different aliens out there, but I know for sure that there's something there that night, and so it's made me a believer.
And now, 62 years later, August 21st, a total solar eclipse.
There are people actually frightened that they are going to come back. You know, I've seen posts on Facebook and stuff saying, I'm not getting out of my house that day. So I'm saying, maybe they'll come visit again, you know. But who knows, you know, for sure. But it does make the story more interesting.
And that story is now being made into another movie, The Invasion of Kelly. Filmmakers are hoping to show the movie the weekend of the eclipse.
And we did.
You know, it's very exciting. When I first started, I didn't really realize the caliber of the story, just because I had grown up with it. I didn't realize it was one of the main UFO stories. With the eclipse coming up, and that it being 62 years to the day, that makes it even more exciting.
And last one. Good morning.
This is where it all happened.
Yes.
The eclipse happens on the anniversary of the night Geraldine Sutton Stitt believes aliens landed on her father's family farm.
I've had people tell me they're not getting out of their house that day and coming here because they're afraid they're coming back to us. And we don't know. Will they be back? Who knows? Kind of exciting, kind of scary.
And last, I will leave y'all with the trailer for film.
Oh, really, Rachel, what's wrong?
Now you both look like you've seen
Thank you. Mr. Rob. I want to thank Rob for getting us and bringing us all together to do this. This is fun. I just love this kind of stuff, and yeah, he contacted me about doing this, and this is great. Y'all do things like this.